Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Sports on the Run. Before we get into this video, please make sure y'all smash that like button. Make sure y'all subscribe, and please leave comments down below what you think about this video. So today's video, we're going to get into the breakdown of what all has expired. So news broke out a few hours ago that the Pistons have decided to let a few players go. Players being Frank Jackson, Carson Edwards, and Luka Garza. So when it comes to Frank Jackson and Carson, I'm not shocked. Like that's not a surprise to me, especially the way that Jackson just kind of struggled last year, and also he dealt with injuries. He just wasn't the same Frank Jackson that he was the year before. Carson, we knew he didn't have a chance to even make the team, especially once they were able to get Ivy in the draft. It just wasn't happening. But I am kind of shocked when it comes to Luka, and I'll tell you why. I feel like he showed a lot in his rookie year. And yes, defensively, he was a liability. You know, his lateral movement wasn't up to where it should be. He almost was like a person that had his shoes stuck in quicksand or cement. Like his movement wasn't there. He couldn't move fast enough. His agility is not all that great. But I figured they were going to work on that this summer, which we seen video, or at least most of us have. If you haven't, it's on Instagram, on his Instagram, if you don't follow him, of him working out, and they're literally doing lateral movement drills. They even where somebody was like throwing tennis balls at him, and he had to dodge them. Basically, again, getting his lateral movement, his quickness with his feet, and all those things. Working on that with him because they knew that was an issue. The fact that the Pistons did not take that and say, okay, look, we're going to give you a 1-year deal with a team option worth 1.7 million or a 2-year worth 2 or 3 million, lets me know that they're not done. And we need to kind of keep our eyes open and be on the lookout, because they got to sign another big. I actually think that they need to find a power forward. Because right now the only bigs they have is Stewart, Kelly Olynyk, and the rookie Jaden. No, not Jaden. I'm sorry, Jalen Durham. So, I mean, I guess you can say Bagley is going to be that fourth one. But I mean, literally, you could put Olynyk at power, you can put Stewart at power, and then I guess you can start the rookie at center. But is that something you really want to do? I'm not sure they're going to do that. So I'm looking for them to make a signing, and I'll tell y'all before the end of the video exactly who I think that's going to be. But let's get into Bagley real quick. So they gave him a qualifying offer, and from what I've seen, I think it's like around the area of 7.2 million a year, something like that. And they did that because I think what they're gonna do, this is what they're gonna do. They're definitely not going to be stuck with that 28 mil. They're not gonna do that. So they're gonna re-announce those rights, and they're gonna let him go into free agency. But as soon as free agency starts, I guarantee you they'll have a deal for him. Looking at maybe, I don't know, probably around 21 million, somewhere 21 million for about 3 years. That's what I'm thinking. Don't quote me on that. I ain't got no inside information with the Pistons, but that's just kind of my thought. I mean, we've heard that throughout towards the end of the season that a 3-year deal would be good for him, because at the end of the day, once that deal is done, he's still going to be in his prime. So if he can really live up to that 3-year contract, and I mean he can get his numbers up, stay healthy, he has an opportunity to get a max deal later on down the line, maybe even 2. So that's 4. But I really think they're gonna need a 5, because I don't think the rookie is gonna come out and start right away. They may send him down to G League every now and then just to get him up. I don't think he's gonna be fully on the roster the whole year for all 82 games. Maybe not. So a person that I'm thinking that, I kind of feel like we all didn't forgot about this person, because once we heard DeAndre Ayton, we're like, oh, yes, go get him. But a name that has been popping up since the trade deadline, or probably before the trade deadline, was Mitchell Robinson from New York. That I can see, because I can see them wanting that defensive presence. That they need people that's going to not only get defense, but they need rebounds. The Detroit Pistons have struggled with getting rebounds and 3-point shooting. Now, he's not going to give you 3-point shooting, but he's going to give you rebounds, and he's also gives you that lob threat. Because I don't remember which game it was, but one game we played New York, and I mean, my goodness, he was just jumping over everybody. The lobs here and there, he went off. And I think it was in the 3rd quarter of that game. I don't even know. I might find it and put it in the video. If not, y'all Pistons fans, I know y'all know what I'm talking about. I know y'all watched the game, because I watched the game. So I know y'all watched it. But anyway, I think that would be a good pickup. I don't think it would cost them much. I mean, they could easily do a 1-year deal just to give them some type of stability at the position, or in case there's an injury or something like that. So I think that'd be good. They still need to sign some shooters. I'm still hoping, like I was last year at this time, that they would sign Malik Monk. The man can shoot. Again, I said it in a video earlier, like, he's not a Steph Curry or anything like that, but the guy can shoot. But yeah, they're making moves, and the thing is, they're gonna have the money to sign players. But Troy Weaver has came out himself and said he likes to trade. And there's a lot of teams. New York still needs to dump a lot of cap space. From what I'm hearing, they're trying to sign Brunson to a 4-year, 100+ max deal. So they still gotta move money to clear up cap space to do that. Charlotte might be another team that is looking to dump. And a lot of people are saying Gordon Hayward. I'm here nor there with him. I when he was in Boston, I think he was at the top of his game. Once he got injured and broke his leg, he really haven't been the same. He's had games here and there, but it ain't really been the Gordon Hayward that everybody knew and loved. Yeah, man, it's a lot going on right now. All y'all that was wishing, because I heard people saying Kyrie, he's staying in with the Nets, so we can let that go. But at the end of the day, man, the Pistons are doing what they have to do. to put out a competitive team, to put out a team that is going to take on the city and take on the energy of their young players. Yes, they need veterans, and there are some players out there that they can definitely go after, but we'll just have to wait and see. We got a couple more days, free agency starts, and we'll see what they're gonna do. But this is Sports on the Run. Thanks for watching. Again, make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure that y'all subscribe to the channel, and I'll be back with another video.
Here we go, making Billy